Alright, game number 1.
Alright, should be exciting. So, just don't bother pausing the game, just keep it going, this should be fine.
Yeah, I just need to redo my cursor lock.
Okay, so the map here is
so we got Posse
on
and
Ghostlake.
Ornos.
Map is Ghostlake, and we got Poseidon and Ornos, right?
Posse and Ornos. So, if I'm not mistaken, this is Ghostlake posing as delaying them. Delay 9?
That's correct. Ghostlake is the blue player.
Right.
This is actually one of the best series in the tournament. It was huge, and it was very anticipated.
Yeah.
It's a very good series.
Yeah, it's a pity that this wasn't the final of the tournament. Army Corps and both did earn the right to play for a championship, but this was a pretty good bronze medal match. And
yeah,
oftentimes in tournaments, people don't compete sometimes for bronze medals. Like they kind of just go through the motions, but not these guys. These guys really put it out there on the line.
Yeah, just try not to scroll too much on your map. Keep that in mind.
So,
how's the gold mines looking on that?
Gold mine? Well, over here, 12 o'clock in the main base, you got a main gold. This is a 1 medium gold Ghostlake. Oftentimes, Ghostlake will have 2 gold mines.
Right.
This one is a 1 gold
so
mine.
a 1 mine Ghostlake. Yeah.
So, Ornos and Posse. Where are we going to see?
Ornos, we could see some very aggressive play by both players. I mean, we got 1 gold mine for each player. 1 starting gold mine on this map means that there's definitely going to be some aggressive play. Now, it's just the positioning of that gold mine. I'm assuming it's forward, right?
For the Poseidon player? Yeah, this one's forward. As
and
well as the 2 forward, like, once that gold mine expires, Posse player, he's going to really have to work towards the 6 o'clock position in the map, secure a TC, as well as his gold mines.
Yeah, it's going to be some danger ranger there because there's no town centers securing any gold mines. So it's definitely going to be a little difficult for the blue player, being Ghostlake, to capture and secure a gold mine.
As for the Ornos, he's got the luxury of having a second TC back here in the corner, where it's just kind of tucked away behind elevation and...
It's definitely a nice placement for a second TC. Untouched. Now, what's the first gold mine look like for the red player? Is that forward also?
Yes, it is. Although not as badly.
Alright. Yeah, so as I mentioned before, we're going to be seeing some extremely aggressive gameplay. As you can tell, the temples go right beside the gold mines to help protect it, to protect the villagers on it.
Yeah. Both players are building their... Avely did his manor and his temple by the gold, and here the Poseidon player, he's having a nice building wall. So, also notice how Avely's oracle is nicely tucked in there. So then Ghostlake says, well, I can't have an oracle scouting me, so I'm going to make my infantry hero and take that out right away. And that oracle right there is stuck. That oracle is as good as dead. Now, Poseidon player, he's going for a very early age up. And again, anticipating some aggressive gameplay. Avely's 65%. So both players are doing a 430. I'm gonna do this more when I play Ornos. Maybe build that Pop 55 mainer like secure a hunt spot, if I have the resources for it. You go for that thing a little bit earlier. Either way, how about this for building placement check? We've got barracks right beside the gold mine in the military barracks. So it's almost like this is like a gate. This would be very easy to blow off right here.
Yeah, that's the intention. It's kind to protect the tower and protect the gold mine. It's very good building placement.
And same for blue. Blue building his stable right beside the house and the temple.
Now, as we just seen in the last game, Avely was playing Set. Now, in this game, he's playing Oranos. Very good, versatile player. I mean, this guy can play many different civs.
Did Avely do the Promethean splitting tactic, where you delete the Promethean, split it, and then hurry up and get to the prom offspring?
Yeah, it's all about harassing the villagers. The earlier, the better.
Right.
Those Prometheans actually take quite some damage from villagers.
Now that's a good relic right there for the posse player. He's got Staff of Dionysus, so villagers can hold on to more food at the same time. Almost like a husbandry upgrade.
Yeah. By the way, those Promethean spawns can actually pack a punch. They're very fast.
If I'm not mistaken, offspring for proms are faster speed than regular proms.
Right, it's around 15-20% faster.
The centaur is doing quite a bit of damage right here.
It's around 15-20% faster, but the attack and the hit points is 20% less.
Skopos?
Nice micro by Avely. He allowed the citizen to take a ton damage, just about die, and then the hero tournament shot down the centaur. The centaur is about to die too.
Yeah, very well done by Avely here.
Second stable is up for the posse player, so we're going to be seeing some early cav. And that's why Avely went for C-Racks plus regular racks, I think, instead of double C-Racks, which is common for those players. I think Avely's anticipating a lot of cav. Now this is an interesting thing by Avely. He goes for an early farm with his super damaged villager.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Very, very smart play by Avely. It's better than losing that villager, that he uses a 2 hit point villager to farm. That's very smart. Because he knows that Ghostlake will find and puncture that villager. He could also have that villager cutting wood next to a manor, for example.
Right, but I think it's an intention thing. Like this way, if he doesn't have to micro as much on that citizen, he can just chill out at the TC. Also, notice the other manor getting placed. For all the Ornos players out there, you guys could learn a lot of good stuff from a game like this. Really smart with this manor right here. So if Centaurs raid this, and if Centaurs raid over here too, very well done.
Yeah, just to keep in mind here, guys, this is third place games.
Yeah, best out of 5 gave number 1.
Right, PK Age of Mythology Tournament 3. To view these games in recorded game file, you'd have to go to www.pkclan.net, and you can download the games from there, and along with all the other recorded games.
If I'm not mistaken, I think there could very easily be in the neighborhood of 100 recorded games between all the tournament matches. Because we're talking about a single elimination bracket with best of 3s and best of 5s for 16 people, on top of a 32-member, 8x4 group stage. 8 groups.
Well, I think you're a little bit off there, Clown, in terms of the numbers. There could be well over 200, 300 recorded games if you include group stage.
Right. I'm not 100% for sure. I'd have to sit down and do the math sometime, but lots of matches got done.
Yeah, that's for sure, and lots of good matches too.
Looks
by
like
some
Avely's
very
in
good
position to go
players.
for his second TC here.
Avely and Ghostlake, both top 10 active players here in the Age of Mythology. Playing on currently the most competitive server, being Avely.com. You can also check us out at GameRanger.com. Play Age of Mythology there, casually, without the ratings.
Hey, check this out. Ghostlake did something very interesting here, going for an early second TC when he wasn't full pop, in anticipation of what Avely's doing over here. So, very early second TC for Posse.
Skopos?
Yeah.
I think that's a bad decision actually, because he's not full pop. So,
No. He knows that the Ornos player is not being aggressive and he can actually do it. I mean, he does have ceasefire, so
that's
second
true.
TC is fine. As I mentioned, you were going to see some very aggressive play in this match because of the single gold mine start.
Yeah, right here, Turner just picking it up. We've got
Yeah,
double
those
stable
Marmello
talks.
are devastating. But very good micro on both ends. Very, very good micro. He didn't lose many units there. Those heroes are nice too.
Burek.
Bureg.
Interesting, he's got 2 hero citizens punching up the TC. Are we gonna see a heroic by Avely? He's got 800 food, 400 gold.
Yeah, he could be going heroic because he's at full pop right now. Pretty much full pop.
Oh, interesting. Look at Ghostlake forced Avely to just about sacrifice a citizen. In fact, he did get the citizen. Very nice raid right there. Oh, he picked off the citizen that was 7 HP from earlier. So, huge raid right there. 2 citizens down.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, I did mention that he was going to pick off that citizen. I mean, players like this have a very good eye. They really do. I mean, they always know the hit points of every single unit, and will pick off any unit if they see the chance.
Ooh, check this out. Ouch. I'm not sure what happened here, but basically the Posse player walked right into all the army and ended up using ceasefire to save his army.
Look nice.
Yeah, he should have used ceasefire after a shockwave. Did the red player use a shockwave? I didn't see it.
Red has used 1 shockwave to save a citizen earlier.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, ceasefire is fine here. I wouldn't really have a problem. I mean, although it wasn't necessary.
Πρόσταγμα.
I'll be right with you here. I'm gonna be a few minutes.
Alright.
Πρόσεχε.
Yeah, farm placement is where, as mentioned earlier, if we're going for that heroic. So, are we going to see an Army Corps style Titan by 20 minutes? Maybe some fighting and heroic.
Yuji. Yuji.
Dealers,
okay.
Nice macro right here again. Well done. Pick off 2 Hippocans, bring off the bird, and there goes that raid. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the farm placement. Well, it's picking off 22 damage off a TC. I guess I was just scouting.
Bureg.
We might be heading towards a shockwave right here.
Burek.
Maybe we'll have to see some of that. Just drawn into that arm. Nice touch to counter the cap. There's the shockwave. And yeah, this game just fell apart. I think, in my opinion, Ghostlake didn't make enough army. So by going for the second TC, instead of making army, he put himself at a disadvantage. And that was a recipe for disaster going into a fight like this in early heroic. Where Ornos player, he's got Dryads, he's got Bird. And now Posse player has basically... So, GG. So 1-0 to Avely. Game number 2. So this is the rematch then. Game number 2, best of 5. Avely leads the best of 5, 1-0 after defeating Posse as Ornos.
Here, Joes.
After defeating Posse as Ornos on Ghostlake. So, GG to that. Actually, technically, Avely wasn't supposed to do... I may have renamed the games in the wrong order. I'm just gonna double check on that. And the reason why I'm double checking is technically in the rules, you're not supposed to do the winning civilization 2 consecutive. Oh, well. Right, I did indeed get this wrong. The thing was that the way the recorded games were uploaded, it's in a confusing order. So actually, I actually streamed amusingly because I misunderstood which game was uploaded and so on and so forth. That was actually the third game. That was actually the game right here, where that would have been 2-1 for Avely. So
Hey, Clown, that's fine, by the way, buddy.
yeah, I screwed up on the names.
Clown,
Go ahead.
Clown, that's fine. Just go ahead. They don't care what game it is.
All
Game 1, 2, or 3. Doesn't matter which order.
Alright, in which case, to clarify, that was the third game. This one right here, this would have been second game, Ornos Zeus on Watering. So, played 12 o'clock position with Zeus in the blue cover, and Avely was Ornos' game, red color as Ornos. So, Avely's working on the standard 430. Quick shout out to Havit, who's in the room right now, as we live stream these recorded games. Also a shout out to the 36 viewers. So for the Zeus player, questionable storehouse. Normally you want to be doing the storehouse on the long side, so that the storehouse is horizontally parallel. But at this stage in the game, if you're only going to have 2 or 3 villagers on gold, I suppose it's nothing to worry about. But he might have to do the storehouse later. So the map being Watering Hole. If you look at the map overall, Watering Hole is a interesting map. Sometimes the way the water is generated can tip the balances in favor of one player or another in terms of position of hunt. So, for example, in this case, it is wide open for the front of the Zeus player, whereas for the Ornos player, he only has to like if Avely were to wall off, he only has to wall off this part and this part. So the Zeus players, like I say, this whole thing is wide open for raiding. So advantage the Ornos player on that one. And so we'll see if Avely takes advantage. In the meantime, Avely is working on scouting. This is what I would call the trident formation. This is how Ornos players scout. They'll just split up the oracles, and it's almost like a triple column. So it's almost like a three fingers being held up in a row, or a trident. There's a Bala out there who wants a Bala shout out. So shout out to him in particular.
Yeah, I'm back in action here. So we do have a savannah.
No, this is watering hole, believe it or not.
Sorry about that. Just look good.
Yeah, it's savannah. It's just that, as I was saying a moment ago, chicks, you look at this map right here. The Zeus player, he's got no water protection, whereas Ornos has water barriers in front of his base.
Yeah, it looked like a savannah there for a second. Till moved around the map a little bit.
At the same time, Zeus player is doing good right here. He's basically building a wall of buildings, temple, houses, right in front of the gold mine. He's also going for an early Jason.
Oh yeah, it's all about the goal placement. It's all about the goal placement, the building placement.
Yeah. Well, Zeus player does have a nice second gold within line of sight of his tower here.
Oh yeah, that's a nice back goal mine. That's for sure. It's behind the trees too.
And then as far as Avely's concerned, hello class, we're live streaming right now. Thanks, chicks.
Alright. Yeah, sure.
So, looking at this right here, Avely just aged up 430, and again, wonderful building placement. Avely's got 4 building wall, counter barracks, double counter barracks right here beside the temple, right around the gold mine. So, again, I think this is something I could personally work on. Come to think of it, like this is picture perfect right here. Now, interesting decision by Avely, deleting the prom that was supposed to die to the Jason, so that the offspring could just run away, thereby saving the unit. This is standard for Zeus players, correct? 515. So. It's going for a double stable. It's actually interesting that we watched the Ornos and Zeus games back to back, because Ghostlake played Poseidon somewhat similarly to the way he played the Zeus here. So it's also interesting. Ghostlake saw fit to just wall off the whole, so that he could secure not one but actually 2 forward hunts. So we'll see if he can defend. So even though the map is kind of unfair for the Zeus player, at the same time the Zeus player is adjusting wonderfully. He's got very good building placement, and this wall covers half of the issue. So Ornos player is still going to have a tough time rushing in.
That's quite the extensive wall
Yeah.
by Mr. Ghostlake.
But he has no choice, checks, if the whole point of the wall is to prevent raiding. So you look at Avely, the only place that Avely could raid was back here, backwood. So he had to walk all the way around in this really roundabout way just to sneak in.
Yeah, but it is a pretty extensive wall. I mean, it's alright. Walls do they counter Ornos very well, because walls just generally counter Terma. They do a very good job.
Terma are archers, and archers by definition aren't designed to counter buildings unless you have Gashafidis.
Well,
So-
Terma are fast, and they're
Prostagma.
designed to raid.
Right.
And they're not designed to kill Hippican. They're designed to raid. That's what they're for. And if you build walls, they really have a hard time with that. Especially the Promethean. Ornos don't have hack damage early on in the game. Barely any hack damage, and the Prometheans don't do any good. You could just put priests behind the walls, and you're good to go. Repair the wall.
Or in this case, it is yes. Same idea, right? Because we're talking about Zeus Player.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's building TC with two Atlantean
Scopus?
builds. Kind of a waste.
But he just lost the Terma unnecessarily. 2 Terma died. Yeah, just bad clicking.
Avely really needs to focus his army properly. I mean,
3 Terma died for nothing. Well, kill the Centaur, that's it. He picked off the Centaur. But
yeah, it was an even battle. I mean, he killed the Centaur, that's
Mhm.
fine. He should be
Hooray,
using the
hooray.
Terma to be harassing Bills. I mean,
But that's just the thing. The Zeus player has the wall in such brilliant placement.
yeah.
And actually, you know, it's interesting. Both players, these guys have a lot of experience playing. Because look at this. Zeus player knows that he's walled up. And he goes for his second TC. And so Avely thought he was being smart by going for his second TC. Because he didn't spam his main Terma, knowing that he can't raid as well. And now both players have second TC. So just really smart gameplay and game knowledge by both players. That, you know, they're raiding each other. And now we've got Ghostlake going for farms. Again, really smart Zeus here. Knowing that his hunt is... and now he's going for his farm. Although the Zeus player does have 3 hippos right here. But, nice. As for Avely, he's pop a hunter. Chicks, if you're Ornos in this situation and you're playing against turtling Zeus, and again, I don't blame the Zeus player for turtling, but it is what it is. Should you be going heroic in a situation like this if you're not going to be progressing very well?
Σκόπος. Σκόπος.
Got a couple merms, and so Avely does have 2 counter, 2 military barracks on top of his 2 counters. And so Zeus player, he's just taking his time right now and just booming away. So, and he's also going for his armory. So, I think the idea is once he gets his food, he'll go heroic very, very soon. Early ceasefire right here by Zeus. Avely's going for a dock. I think what Avely has in mind is as a matter of fact, yes. Chicks, check this out. Avely going for a transport ship on watering hole with the intention of being able to basically transport his raiding during ceasefire.
Alright, I'm back. So we got continued action here of
Skopos?
Pornos, and we got some Poseidon.
Well,
Is
no,
that
Zeus.
Zeus or Poseidon?
No, this was
Zeus, okay.
Zeus. Now, chicks, check this out. Check this out. So Avely's going heroic, right? At a 12 minute.
Right.
He builds a dock, and he builds a transport ship. Because I guess he's thinking he can transport his rating.
Yeah. Yeah, that's to throw off Ghostlake a little bit. That transport ship wasn't necessary on that side anyway. There's really no gold mines on that side. Ghostlake can just decide to mine on the other side there.
Yeah. The only thing Ghostlake has here is some hunt.
In my opinion, instead of that dock and the transport ship, he could have just
Skopos? Schwest.
he could have just went mythic or went heroic earlier, or built his third town center.
Right. Well, let's do some math here. 125 wood for a dock, and you've got 110 for a transport. So 110,
Yeah, that's
250,
pretty
that's
much enough for a
360.
town center.
Yeah.
That's pretty much enough to cover a town center if you just equate the gold.
Ma.
I mean, there's really no point in doing that.
Ma.
Really a waste of resources to build a transport ship on that side.
Zeus
That
player's
early-
going for an early Apollo.
That early in the game, before you could even afford a third TC, that's a problem.
Bureg.
Interesting raid right here. Citizen going down to 2 lines and hit the kid. Ouch. How about this for a fight?
Yeah, it's pretty good battles going on.
Yeah. Well, right beside the second gold mine. I understand what Avely's trying to do here, but isn't he just gonna lose?
Yuji.
And now in Underworld. Oh wow, check this out. Ghostlake had scouted, and he's got an Underworld. Very smart.
Λέγε.
That's picture perfect, chicks, because all you gotta do then is just put those villagers in your Underworld, and you got perfectly safe gold mine right here. And Avely, check this out, chicks. Avely hasn't even scouted that until now. Bolted one of the birds.
Πρόσταγμα.
That's a very nice Underworld. Also, a very nice boom by Zeus player, because now Zeus player is about to go mythic right here. And here we go.
Πρόσταγμα.
Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα.
So both players are going mythic, and so we should see some pretty interesting gameplay right here.
Burek.
Got a fortress. What an awesome underworld passage, and what an awesome fort base this is going to be. Zeus player cranking out some temples, some armory. So we're definitely going to see the Hephaestus upgrade. Me personally, Zeus is one of my mains, and so I'm really excited about this. This is awesome, right? To be Zeus and to kick butt in Mythic with Colossi and Myrmidon. And now you got Hypocrite tearing apart this situation here. Yeah, so just to update the people in the chat, we were looking for some live matches earlier, but for now we're just doing some tournament recorded games. But we can, if anybody wants to do a 1v1 against Shelty, or if there's games to be had, we'll definitely do that. Now this is interesting right here. Chicks, did you know that Tartarian Gate could be cast directly on top of an underworld passage? Chicks, are you there?
Πρόσταγμα, πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος.
Πρόσεχε.
Got a nice trade route. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of the farms in that spot. But so just update to chat. As far as Tuesday is concerned, I'm not exactly sure. Please contact Chicks as to what Chicks has in mind. Me, I'm working full time,
Πρόσταγμα.
so availability may be an issue for me. So
Πρόσταγμα.
we'll see.
Έτοιμος.
Λέγε.
Oh, I see.
Yuji.
Yeah, Avely's behind on economic upgrades. And this is where he has enough resources to do quite a few things here.
Έτοιμος.
Interesting Pelta spam to counter the Terma. Again, this gold mine is secure. Nice trade. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem for Avely right here. He doesn't have a trade at the moment.
Yeah, Clown, stop moving the screen too much, huh? Okay. We got idle drives there to the right. We probably want them in the forward.
Yeah, Avely was just cleaning up because Ghostlake Underworld passaged and had a forward base. And it was actually very interesting how Ghostlake said, well, you know, I know that I'm going to lose these villagers sooner or later, but he just put his villagers on hunt and ended up eating 250 hunt. It was awesome. Both players are full pop right now.
Yeah, we could be expecting Mythic here.
Both players are in
yeah.
Mythic, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Πρόσταγμα.
Sorry, I missed out. I just came back recently. Can you check the tech upgrades for both players?
Yes. So So
Λέγε.
this player, he's got carpenters.
Oh, those
irrigation-
birds on the trade, very effective. Very good. He's going
Yes.
to need a range hero there ASAP.
Yuji.
Avely's behind. Avely's horribly behind on tech.
Σκόπος.
On tax, I mean economy tax.
Yeah. How effective are lamps against Colossi?
They're not effective at all. I mean, nobody makes them. And they're just, they're low hit points.
Σκόπος. Ούρε.
They're just a bad unit. It basically makes the unit that they convert into a free-for-all unit, so they could go against you.
Right. Well, check this out. The guy converted two Colossi. Now these
Yeah,
Colossi.
I mean, I haven't really seen Lampades used whatsoever. I mean, besides the age-up Lampades, they're usually not made because they're favor expensive, and Ornos needs that favor.
Should Ornos
However,
players do Lampades more often, or Gaia players
they
as well?
can be viable versus Colossi, and I'll have to look into that. I haven't really thought about it too much.
Πρόσεχε.
But Odysseus hero is doing a good job back there.
Yeah.
Alright,
This player
so
just took out everything.
Ghostlake is going to need some more, what do they call that? Army upgrades for Pierce.
Λέγε. Φάνη.
Yeah, well, he's got his Hephaestus upgrade done.
Yeah, so you should be spamming
Okay.
upgrades from double armory.
Yep.
Yeah, that wasn't good use of the Belthrone, by the way. He should have had the Belthrone back in Red City raiding his caravans.
But at this stage in the game, I don't think it matters, because this is where Zeus is just better than Ornos. Ornos player was unable to take advantage of the wide open map because of the walls, and as a result, Zeus player is just now going to win the game, I think, because of just superior late game. Other thing too is
Wow,
Lampade.
he's making Lampades. I haven't seen this before. He actually made a Lampades. Very, very
Yeah.
nice.
And this guy, this lamp guy, he just converted another Colossi. Now in this case though, by converting these two Colossi, it sucks. Because
I've played the game for quite a while, and I really haven't seen Lampades used to any advantage. I mean, they're just so expensive.
but hey, Avely's doing it this game. And he's got Lampades on AuQ. Problem is, he's low in gold in favor right now. Just can't make more right now.
Can you check if he what upgrades he's got?
Well, Avely's got bronze weapons, bronze mail, copper shield.
Πρόσταγμα.
Zeus player, he's got bronze, copper, and bronze shields.
Check the myth unit. Check the myth unit. What it has.
Πρόσταγμα.
This is a Colossi for the people in the chat. No upgrades yet. It just sucks that when you use one piece to counter Colossi, you're absolutely right, Chicks, that there's the risk that by converting the Colossi, those Colossi are poorly positioned, like in this case. This Colossi is eating up the, what are they called? The Fanatics. But here's another Colossi that got converted,
Yeah.
and check out this guy.
I
This
don't-
Colossi is torturing them right up here.
Yeah, that Lampades is actually doing pretty good work. I haven't really seen Lampades, as I mentioned before. I haven't really seen it on Colossi like that. I mean, I could see why it would work in this circumstance, but I guess it's just because I haven't seen this matchup too much.
And look at
I
how
would
it turned the
suggest-
tide of the battle right now. Like right now, the
Yeah,
Ornos player
it's
is
really
taking
hard to counter Colossi as Ornos. I mean, I'd probably prefer to make Arcus Hero than make Lampades, that's for sure.
But here's a bunch of champion Peltaps. So if you're gonna heroize your archers right here, you're gonna just get raped.
Yeah, that's true. But the best hero in the game, matter of fact, for Ornos, the best unit hero would be the Arcus. They have the highest bonus versus the myth units.
Zeus player right now is just towering up the trade. He got some abilities in and got some towers done. So here's another tower coming in. And Avely does not have caravan upgrade. Ghostlake does. So Ghostlake is just doing better here in the late game. He's got way more food, gold.
Yeah, Ghostlake is playing very smart here.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's just interesting how Avely's trying to think outside the box. But now he's about to bring his army to counter the towers.
And the water is in a place where it's basically useless in this game because the water will not help versus anything. It's not close to any town centers on this map, so we wouldn't be seeing it in this game on this watering hole this game here.
Check this out, another claw site got converted by a lamp.
Yeah, very interesting. Very well done.
Like, how many claw site is that? That's like 5-6 claw site.
Yeah, but he could have had it tightened if it wasn't for those lampades, but then I can see those colossi can be devastating.
Yeah,
good
I
work.
guess Titan would have been better. But at
Very
the same
good
time,
work by Avely. I mean, the use of those lampades. Hey, can you click on the lampades real quick? I just want to see the upgrades on that.
upgrades, yeah. Sorry,
On the
one second,
lampades. Yeah. Okay, he hasn't.
If you look at the upgrades, there's Asper Blood, so this does area damage. And there are a couple of nice upgrades.
I'm sorry. Oh, more damage. Okay. Yeah, the only thing good about lampades is their special attack. Their attack damage is not used whatsoever.
Yeah, that belly just picked off a lampade, and Avely's in some serious trouble right now.
Yeah,
Shockwave
late game. To be honest with you, Ornos doesn't have a chance. Zeus do have the strongest military advantage in late game, so it's absolute slaughter here. There's no matter what he does.
Burek.
The only way to beat Zeus here is if he would have tightened earlier. If he hadn't made the second lampade so early, he could have tightened up.
How about Fire Siphons against Claw Side? Do Siege work against Myth?
Normally yes, because they have low crush. Sorry, hold on. They have low crush armor. So normally Siege does work good against Myth units, especially Titans.
Another lamp convert. That's a long recharge right here. 15 seconds, I think? Wow. No, 20 seconds. $22 for a recharge. Wow.
Is it just 22 seconds? Has it always been 22 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad. Yeah, 22-second recharge time is not bad.
Well, he's got 2 lamps right now. But
But
yeah.
the thing is, you can't auto heal units. You can't heal units here.
Λέγε. Καλό, εις μάχη.
Yeah, and it looks like it's gonna be
I don't
GG.
like the use of the Belthrone with Ghostlake.
Πρόσταγμα, ετοίμος.
You should be looking for the lampades and
here he is.
making sure that's not. Okay, there he goes.
Πρόσταγμα.
And that's GG right here.
Yeah, that is GG. Yeah.
And this is what I actually despise about Ornos. You don't have long-range siege. So now the Zeus player, he's just towering up. He's got fortresses. He's doing all this stuff. And it's not like you can do anything about it as Ornos.
Yeah, as I said, instead of making that second early lampades, he should have tightened up. It's really the only chance Ornos has in my game. There's nothing that will beat Colossi and fully upped military. They do have the best military, as I mentioned. Their heroes are phenomenal.
Zeus player has fully upgraded armory.
Belfrom kills every myth unit Ornos can spawn in almost a single hit. What was the recharge time for that Belfrom? Did you get it?
5 seconds, I think, for a Belfry.
5 seconds. Now that's something that really needs to change. That's really something.
Yeah, look at these forward fortresses. Crenellations, you got architects, iron weapons. Those guys are doing some work.
Yeah, what a game we got going here. What a great game. But Avely knows it's already been over. It's been over 10 minutes ago. He knows it himself.
And he's about to resign in 2 seconds.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do here. Those archers are just so strong. With that extra upgrade, those archers kill everything.
Yeah, here it is. 5 second recharge.
Yeah,
By the
that's
time the
Sunray.
Belfrin is jumped, it's already halfway recharged.
Yeah, that's about a third.
GG, 3018. Avely's got a ton of trade, eh? Check this out, bro.
Yeah, no, Avely did a good job. To be lasting this long against an Ornos player is actually pretty good.
You mean Zeus?
Zeus player, right. Yeah, it's actually pretty good gameplay by Avely. Very good player. He was just unfortunate with the map because that's what Watering Hole tends to be, right? It tends to be a long game. And it ends up to be like this.
But very interesting, the use of lampades. Now, chicks, for the record, this is not the first time I've heard of it. I think this is the first time I've seen it used to any degree of effectiveness in a record game, particularly at a high level. For instance, one time Merez posted the record game, and he talked about using lampades as Gaia. But this was very interesting to see. Very, very interesting. And you know, it did do some damage. Like, it did slow down the advance. It's not like it's half bad. Alright,
Yeah,
so...
very, very good game.
Yeah, so next game here, this...
I do want to mention the chat is not showing up for me, so if you just, I'm not sure why it's doing that.
One sec. Let me...
Yeah, keep the game going, but just open the chat if you can. Or just have it on the side of your game.
Right. Okay, so just to catch up to the chat, there was a lot of conversation during that last game that I didn't respond to. And also, just to quickly give the background, we've got Poseidon and
Can you,
Odin.
Right. We've got
On
Poseidon
Anatolia.
Odin on
Anatolia.
Anatolia. Should be an exciting match.
Right. We got blue color Ghostlake as Posse versus Avely, red color as Odin. This was the first game of the best of 5, so just to clarify how it worked, we're actually watching the games backwards. It's pretty funny. So, the Poseidon game on Ghostlake, that was the third game. The Zeus game, Watering Hole, was the second game. This was the first game. So, Avely won 2 of the first 3 games in the best of 5. To catch up to the chat, Harold was asking about the giant unit for Greek, and correct, that's the Colossi. Colossi can indeed regain health by eating trees or gold. Is Colossi the most powerful unit? Yes and no. Just like any other unit, it has strengths and weaknesses. Weaknesses would be the fact that it's 5.
Hold on, I can't see the chat. Can you just pull up the chat onto the game layer? Does that work out?
Yes.
Okay, I still don't see it.
Yeah, it's just that it's going to mess up my game sound as well as my cursor locking. Open it in Internet Explorer checks.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't load up for me. Okay, I see what you're saying. Internet Explorer, right? Yeah, I'll do that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I've found that chat works best in IE. I don't know why, but it just does.
Yeah, compatibility errors. Alright, so
To
back to
finish
the
the
game.
thought, I just want to quickly catch up to the chat because a bunch of questions were asked. So is Colossi the most powerful unit? I was just saying how every unit has strengths and weaknesses. So weaknesses of Colossi would be slower speed, it's 5 population, and sometimes Colossi just don't work. On occasion, you know, Colossi may not be the best idea. But yeah, Colossi are very strong. They eat through human units like crazy because they got 1500 against Egyptian players, for example. Even against priests, Colossi do quite a bit of work. So yeah, it depends what you're trying to do, but in late game, Colossi are great.
Absolutely, especially with the Zeus bonus. Colossi, the Zeus bonus being that you generate favor faster from the temples. It's actually the only civilization. Matter of fact, Zeus does gather favor the fastest in the game, and Colossi are favor expensive, so it does make sense to spam them, and which makes them affordable because of that bonus Zeus has.
Right. So if you're Zeus, all you gotta do is put like 10 villagers on favor late game, and it's almost like a resource for Greek players. Favor is. So you put 10 Zeus villagers on favor, and then if you have good trade, you're supposed to have a ton of gold anyway. So if everything works out right, you're supposed to be able to afford Colossi, and therefore in conjunction with Helopoli, Myrmidon, Petropoli, Zeus just has a nice late game if you use it effectively. Now, me personally, like I say, sometimes Colossi have not worked,
Tilbúin.
but they work a lot. Now, as far as this game goes, coming back to this one, Odin and Poseidon. Chicks, what should we expect to see? I'd imagine that we're going to see a lot of cav raiding, maybe?
Yeah, we should be seeing maybe Avely's got a couple of options. He could do a heroic, and it looks like he's docking on both sides of the water, so he could be aging up slower than normal.
Yeah. Hey, check this out. He uses houses to wall up his Ulfsar so that he can be unharassed while working on the temple. Nice job.
That's a very, very smart move by Avely. Very well done. That's a strategy used because there is no passive stance for the Ulfsar, and the scout is capable of harassing the Ulfsar and killing him. So
and slowing up the age up because the temple can't get built.
yeah, and Norse do have to build the buildings with that early Ulfsar. So very well done there.
As far as Poseidon goes, we've got a 5-minute advance through Ares as opposed to Ceasefire.
Yeah, we got Ares and Odin. I'm assuming, what's Odin going here? Amadal?
No, Freya.
Okay, yeah, Freya is a good choice.
Why would you go Heimdall against Poseidon?
Well, I mean, there's different strategies you could execute. Maybe cheaper towers.
Is a tower rush feasible on the wire map?
No, but you would want,
Yeah.
you know, you never know. You could probably use the cheaper towers for the to control the middle and gold mines. I've seen it done.
Right.
Skipan.
So we've got an early pestilence.
Skipan.
Yeah, early pestilence that right by that dock and the temple. That's the thing. You shouldn't really build the temple too close to the dock, because there's always a chance that the Poseidon player might go Ares on this map.
Yeah.
And I've seen this mistake done a few times.
Yeah, that temple is being affected by the
Now,
pest.
the best strategy to avoid pestilence is to spread out your docks, and so the counter doesn't get both of them. Pestilence has a pretty big range, but if you spread out your buildings, as Odin here in this type of game, it's really not that bad if he gets one building.
Avely just
But in
used
this
forest
case-
fire over here.
Yeah.
Yo, dude.
Who's on
Hey, Hope.
TS right now?
Hey, Holt, we're just streaming a game here.
Hi, Hope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're live streaming and recording games. We're going game by game through the best of 5 play Ghostlake. This was the 3rd place match in the tournament we recently organized. And as Chicks was saying earlier, this was one of the premier matches of the tournament. Probably one of the more competitive ones we saw throughout the tournament. It went the 5-game limit.
What information do you need in order to make this happen?
I'm sorry?
Alright, Clown, I'll take care of him. You go ahead.
Alright. Come back soon, Chicks, though. So, we're looking at an Odin player here, and he's going FH. So we're looking at an 8-minute heroic. And again, that's an interesting decision to make. But it is what it is. Odin player got dominated on water over here.
Skipan.
And so there's the heroic. We see Odin players going FH. Like, this isn't uncommon. We talk about going for no horde and going for a Kraken. For Krakens on water. Also like Skilla. This is a good decision, I think.
Tilbúin. Tilbúin?
And we got early dragon ships over here, so.
How do I...
Oh, hello? Who's this?
Jolly.
Hello, Stan.
Jack, you... 12.5. When it says user moving channel, that stuff is really annoying. I'm really trying to watch my language down. How do I get rid of that?
Okay, so... Hello, Jack. Okay, so in TeamSpeak, what you gotta do is you gotta click, just do Alt-P, get yourself in the settings.
Yeah, my what key, sorry? The guy yelled at me when Chicks joined.
Okay, Alt-P.
Hey, alright, hold on a second. Clown, just let's come, or Jollyman, let me pull you out of here.
I was just about to explain how to, like, disable all the sound notifications. It's very easy. Just Alt-P, click sounds, or notifications rather. There's a drop-down menu, and go disable sound. So Avely right now is max pop 75. He went for an early Walking Woods, and Walking Woods is doing quite a bit of damage right here. And Avely's going to want to fix his housing situation ASAP. Posse player is going for bronze.
Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε.
That mountain giant is doing a lot of work. That giant right there, he's got a nasty attitude right here. Gonna kick those guys around. Not sure why Avely has yet to build the houses. Maybe he's going for a TC? There the houses are. So we're gonna see some Jarls.
Tilbúin.
Ooh. Kraken special attack. Just wiping out that shit.
Já. Tilbúin.
Hammer ships over here. So we've got action going in 3 spots. You got water fight over here. You've got raiding over here. Avely's going for a second TC.
Πρόσταγμα.
So just really nice gameplay by both players again.
Λέγε.
Já. Til orrustuslag. Já.
Just looking at the stats here. Hippo can have more attack, but Jarls have more HP.
Skipan.
And there's the tower upgrade.
Tilbúin. Skipan. Já.
Nice shift quick. So that's
Yeah,
nice
babe.
micro. As this Iron Jarl just does the work. Perfect. So I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit. You got TC being grabbed here. Ghostlake grabbing his back. So Ghostlake has lost water over here. At the same time, Ghostlake won water over here. Now, this happens all the time on Anatolia, where both players just end up winning a side. And so the game shall progress. He's just pushing over, alright, Ghostlake's pushing over here, killing a hill fort,
Tilbúin.
eating up some units. Here come the draws. Now, bronze gets used right here.
Crit that.
Yeah, we got some definite good gameplay by both players. Very even. Bronze versus Gerald with the Hippocon. Can we take a look at those texts?
Yes.
Já.
So Avely has the Freya upgrade,
Crit that.
and you got hand axe and quarry versus bowsaw and shaft.
Right. Okay.
Λέγε.
You got
Very-
both players. Okay, blue has salt forma.
Very interesting. I'm not sure why he's running with
Yo.
the bronze units. Oh, how much does he have of time on bronze? Okay, he's still got
47.
quite a bit of time.
47 seconds. Odin still
Right.
has a purse sign. So Ghostlake has a better economy right now.
Tilbúin.
Yeah, they both look like they have good economies, to be honest with you. I mean, they both look in good stance. But those Jarls are really devastating units, especially with Odin.
Stefan?
Odin has the best
Sorry,
Jarls
David.
in the game with the Norse, mainly because of the bonus that they have.
Yeah.
They do specialize in Jarls. I do
Stefan?
believe
Yeah,
Odin accommodates a 10% hit point bonus to Jarls.
Já.
So these Wolf Jarls right now, you got 216 HP versus the 172 HP of the Hippocon, who have the Baccalia and medium cavalry. I should add too, why didn't Odin player just go for the hunt over here? Take advantage of his bonus, quickly eat up all that food.
Skipan.
Does he want to go in Mythic soon?
Já. Já.
I would say he could keep on spamming Jarls. That's very good. It's a very viable strategy. Jarls do well pretty much against all units, myth units. You know, they're good at raiding, good against other Hippocon militia.
Λέγε.
They're just a very well-rounded unit.
Right.
And he could keep spamming them until he has enough villagers for the Ragnarok power, which is offered with Odin
Έτοιμος.
in the final age, which is the mythic age.
Πρόσταγμα.
How about Prodimus? Posse player, he's now mixing in prods.
Λέγε.
Prods, yeah, they do definitely counter Jarls, and what I would suggest of Avely is to back off as soon as he could, because prods do very well versus the Jarls, especially if we're looking at the tech upgrades. I'm not sure what they got, but
Chicks, what's up with Ghostlake going for all this wood? Shouldn't he be spamming farms? Get his upgrades so he can get food too?
yeah, he could be spamming farms, mainly because he's spamming units that are food heavy.
Yeah, Avely's losing a lot of units right here, and that's a lot of resources. And now he can't build the TC. Hey, where's Jollyman at?
Alright, Clown, avoid moving the screen too much. So we got second TC that is being denied by Ghostlake. Another good move.
And here's a raiding party right here.
Now, I just want to mention, those Jarls really do only a good job until he starts mixing prods, which he's already done. And so he's going to have to go Ragnarok as soon as he can.
Ghostlake is kicking butt right now. Ghostlake is in a really nice position. He's got 45 TC now, pop 150. The thing I don't like about Ghostlake, what Ghostlake is doing right here though, is he's got way too much wood. I think if I were him right now, I'd take 20 villagers.
Yeah, I
and
don't
spend...
think he's looking at his economy. I mean, these players are the top 10 players in Age of Mythology right now. And these are crazy phenomenal, really great players. Some of the best. But the wood count here, I'd suggest he sells it or moves immediately all his vills off wood.
Right, because he's got 3,000 wood. So right
Otherwise,
now...
I'd sell some for gold, build a second fortress, start spamming catapults. If I was in Ghostlake's position.
Right. Right now, with 40 villagers on wood, I could take 25, 30, and... Let's see, how much wood is 30 farms?
But granted, it's at 35 by 75 wood. But I mean, granted, you gotta take a look that he is doing micro heavy with the raiding. He's doing very well. He's doing an excellent job pushing villagers off resources on red side. And denying that third TC by Avely, which is going up currently. However, it's very delayed. It looks like an even match that we got going on here. Odin versus Poseidon.
With all that wood, he's got like 40 people on wood. So if he puts 35 villagers on farms, correct me if I'm wrong, but by my math, that would be 3 grand wood. Something like 3,000 wood. How about some gold starvation right now? I'm trying to think of it, gold mines are in a bad position for Ghostlake. He lost the race to control the middle.
Yeah, he's pushing Ghostlake back off the gold mines. I mean, it might be a big problem for Ghostlake because he was greedy and his wood is piling up extremely quick. 43 villages on wood as a player like Ghostlake. I don't think he's focusing 100%.
Yeah, also not to mention the fact that these villagers are walking a mile.
Floating 5,000 resources. Okay, now he's selling the wood very quick, as you can tell here. He sold it just for gold. And we got farms going up very quickly here. Ghostlake noticed at his wood. Floating 5,000 wood, you know, there's something wrong here.
Yeah, check this out though, 20 minutes, no plow. I think he'd have plow by now. With that much
Yeah,
wood.
he's definitely... He did have...
Okay, who's heckling?
Hold on, I'll be right with you.
Πρόσταγμα.
Sorry, just might add something because I'm just so Ghostlake just needs to go all out on that town centre.
Jack, you are very
Yeah,
quiet. I
Avely-
can't hear you
yeah,
over the
Avely.
game sound. I can't hear you at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I gotta... Either you need to turn your volume up, or I've gotta redo my sound settings.
Alright, I'm back here. So we got really good gameplay here.
Yeah, Fimble Winter
Avely
just got casted.
Yeah. You know what? Ghostlake is not in good position whatsoever. I mean, sure, Greek does better late game versus Norse, but it's definitely not looking good. It's not looking good. Hill Giants, very good siege. They have a lot of crush attack. Yeah, Ghostlake loses that third TC. He's going to have a hard time getting gold. No doubt about it.
Hey, Clown, my voice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to reduce my game volume.
Very good play by Ghostlake. Saving. Trying to push a little forward for some time. Has Ghostlake got a trade going?
Yeah,
Yes,
but
Ghostlake does have it going.
not enough.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's over. I mean, he couldn't get gold mines. I was just mentioning earlier. I mean, he was doing a good job there for a second, trying to push a little forward, but it didn't happen, and he had to resign. He had no chance without the gold.
I feel he needed to switch to Hoplite, and he needed Tox in there at some point in the game too.
I wouldn't ever suggest Hoplite with Poseidon. I mean, you might as well just make Hippicon.
I don't know, once he had 160 pop and his economy was settled, I would definitely be switching. They're just the...
Well, I do agree that they're less pop, but then again, if that's the case, I would go Mythic immediately instead of spending resources on hops. I'll go Mythic and make a Titan. Clown, Jollyman's going to play here, so do you want to stream live those games?
Sure.
Alright, so...
Okay.
Is Shelty even here? I'll have to give him a nudge.
Yeah. So, sorry about that, Jack. I missed what you just said.
No, it's all good, don't worry.
Clown, go ahead and continue streaming that next game in the series, and I'll set up a game here with Jollyman.
Guys, can you imagine that we have 100 viewers watching these recorded games?
Yeah, that's very good. Clown, just go ahead and watch the next series in the recorded game, and we're going to get a game set out with Jollyman and see if we can get one going live.
Alright.
Hey chicks, I can't find my TeamSpeak stuff. Windows, they've disappeared.
Which windows are you looking for?
My TeamSpeak ones. Just any of them. They've all disappeared.
Oh, they're in the taskbar next to the timer there. Looks like a little blue button that lights up.
Jack, can you please attempt to speak? Just turned you up.
I see. So how
Now
do
you
I
sound much
open
better.
back up? How do I open back up TeamSpeak?
Right, so, to come back to stream here. So, this game right here, you've got Zeus and Isis on Anatolia. Spawning on the far right hand side is Avely, playing as Isis in the red color. And then you have Ghostlake playing as Zeus on the far left hand side. So Zeus, Isis on Anatolia. Do you guys want to offer some background on that match?
Is this another Anatolia game?
Yes.
What matchup is this? We got Poseidon, I'm assuming?
No,
Zeus, right?
Zeus, Isis. Ghostlake, Zeus, blue. Avely, red, Isis on Anatolia.
Yeah, a classic
Okay,
match.
so
Zeus
basically-
versus Isis.
There's a few options that they can both...
Well, there is a few game plans that they could execute. ISIS could go fast mythic, could go aggressive for the middle, could fight water on both sides and stay defensive and start a trade and then go mythic. There is quite a few plans he could do.
Yeah, generally the Zeus is going to try win one side of the water and then try get map control through the middle there. That's quite a standard style.
The streamer here and camera is Clown. Commentators is Clown. Chicks, which is myself, and Jollyman, the speaker before me.
Yeah, Jollyman, aka Jack, aka Jolly, Pop on
Right.
RTS Sync. He's the one with
Right.
the New Zealand accent.
An
Chicks
impressive-
is Canadian, and I'm
An
Canadian as well.
impressive 10,000 posts. That should definitely be recommended on his resume.
Yes.
And he is definitely looking for a job. So if you
If you're an RTS Sanctuary moderator and you want to be replaced, ask Jollyman to do your job for you. He spends enough time on the website as it is.
10,000 posts, guys? Are you serious? I've got 13,000. Come on now.
All right, back to the game here. Let's focus. How many docks do we got by the ISIS? We got a second one going up now.
Yeah, I'm on VWalk right now.
See, I'm not sure about Avely's decision here with the docks. I think he's just seen that his fish is okay there, but you can see his TC placement. His second town centre is not in water range, which to me means he wants the other side secured for a market.
Yeah.
That's why I would be docking that second side with my second dock there. That's the decision making I go through. First of all is...
I agree, but it could go both ways, Jollyman. I mean, you could stick 5 villas on gold after you put 4 villas on wood, 4 villas on food, and you can get
and
that
easily
third
dock the other
dock.
side.
You can get that third dock pretty early on the other side.
Yes.
Quick
We got
question,
very
guys.
smart.
What's up with Avely rotating the camera? He's rotated the camera at least a couple times. I'm on VWalk right now.
It would just be for building positioning. Just make sure he's getting it nice and close. I'm taking it you've never watched I Fear Sekhmet or Wizzy play. He was a Nilla expert player. Go watch one of his recs and you're going to feel like you've just drunk a bottle of tequila.
Yeah, very good play by Avely, and with that rotation mod, I think it could help in placing your lumber camp properly, making sure you're getting the most
That's
out
what
of
Avely
it.
did. He rotated his camera like 2 or 3 times. I'm
Yeah,
also noticing
very
a lot of
smart
shift clicking with the priest. Well done. I'm actually enjoying this, even though half of me is bored. Like, I want to play a game later tonight. The other half of me is learning quite a few things from these guys. Like, these guys are doing a lot of subtle stuff that everybody could benefit from.
Just for everybody who's curious, we're currently on TeamSpeak. TeamSpeak can be downloaded at teamspeak.com, and you can follow us and join us on our TeamSpeak server. The address being aoe.pkclan.net and the port 9999.
Really
If
easy
you'd like
to
to
remember,
follow
guys.
up with us, you can follow up at pkclan.net, and you can find the server information there.
Chicks, just a quick question on the Pharaoh empowerment. Avely is empowering his town centre for the food over his wood.
Yeah,
do you know
that's
much
mainly
about that?
because he's got more villagers on food. You would always want to empower
Wow.
the stack of villagers where there would be most villagers on for to generate the biggest bonus.
Hey, check this out. Did you guys see that multitasking right here? So he garrisons the Pharaoh, quickly uses rally point to drop off a relic at the temple, and then simultaneously redoing his villager. And now the Pharaoh's going to bounce over, and now he'll be able to do a prosperity in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's why Avely is a top 10 player in the community. We got Avely in Ghostlake and Blue, if that's his nickname, is Dehanem. That is Ghostlake. He's playing in Zeus.
Just a quick thing here. I think Avely's noticed that he's just checking with this fish ship now for that dock on the other side. Has has Ghostlake managed to dock the other side clown? Can you just check that for me?
Sure. So if I turn off VLOC here, I can confirm that.
No, just yeah, go to Ghostlake's point of view, and then turn off view lock and just check if he's docked it. So he has. Okay.
And Blue
Alright.
has also docked over here. So both
Alright,
players
very
have
good.
docked both sides. Avely's up here. Avely's also down here. This has actually been very fun to see. Jack, just to bring you up to speed, I've been live streaming the matches between Avely and Ghostlake. The best out of 5. This was the 3rd place match.
Yeah, Avely definitely having the best ISIS I've seen in a while.
Yeah. I do want to respond quickly. There was somebody in the chat asking me about showing the bracket to the tournament. I could show it after this game, but in the meantime, you can go to pkclan.net, go to the tournament section of the website, and there is a live bracket image from Challenge that you guys can look up, so you can see exactly how everything went down. I also wanted to coming back to the game, or rather the series. So first of all, this series was won by Avely 3-2. It went to 5-game limit. And we've seen some great games already.
The 5-game limit, definitely a 3-2 series.
I also want to add that we were live streaming the 3rd game between Avely and Spulft earlier, and I wanted to recommend that. So they did a set mirror on Midgard, and it was almost a 40-minute game. And there was just a ton of stuff that went on. Those guys really slugged it out.
Alright,
Yeah.
so just back on topic now, Clown. As you can see, Avely has managed to get a few boats out, and I don't think Ghostlake feels he can push him off the water. So I think both players are going to be looking to go heroic. Do you want to check what Ghostlake's up to? Because yeah, Avely's trying to go heroic now.
Yeah.
He has brought the fish up. Yeah, so is Ghostlake, as I thought. Alrighty. So, so he's going up by Dionysus, so either he's going to get some Scylla out, but I've got this feeling that this map is going to be more of a land folk battle. There'll be some few skirmishes in water, but I think this is predominantly going to go to a land fight, just because of the stalemate on the water. What do you think, Chicks?
I think he's going to be fighting water only for another minute and then go heroic for A&E. He could probably use A&E in his base if he scouted the
He's
heroes.
already up heroic. He's just a couple of seconds away.
Blue is heroic already, and Avely's within
Yeah,
10
what I
seconds.
was talking about was Red would be, yeah, definitely. He would be going heroic, perhaps making siege boats. Or we could see some aggressive play on land. He could also go on Mythic and make a TC. So we could be seeing many different gameplay items here. He did build a second monument defensively, so I'm not sure what his game plan is here.
Yes,
I don't like his second
definitely
monument.
should have had that second monument in the middle.
I don't like his second monument position. And he will lose water, I think, on the right-hand side if he... Because those skylights.
I think he made that. I think he made the second monument, Chicks, to get the
Heroic Fleet. Because if you
Yes,
guys were
Heroic
watching
Fleet.
this a second ago, he wasn't able to research Heroic Fleet because he was behind on favor. So now he's trying to build his Migdal over here.
Yeah,
At the same time,
although
get his upgrade.
that second monument wouldn't have been a problem if he built it a little bit forward for that Migdal.
So does he have heroic fleet on, or has he not researched it? Can you check that?
Negative. There's a guy in the
Alright, he's
chat
going for
requesting a 1v1 between Shelty and Jollyman. So.
Yes, we want to play the chat. Shelty is currently AFK, and then we should definitely get a game in.
So Zeus player here just bolted the elephant. And here comes the A&E. Defensive A&E for the Migdal. Interesting too, the Pharaoh.
That's a good move from Ghostlake to force that defensive AE.
Nice.
Absolutely. Otherwise, we could have seen some very aggressive play in his base. So that was good timing by Ghostlake to force the AE.
Yeah. Also interesting.
Although it looks like Avely might run away with water here.
Here, just a sneak. Got 6 cabinet and 1 ramming galley. So they definitely have overcome. And he didn't even need Heroic Fleet over here.
I'm not sure what's the point of going Diagnosis if you're not going to win the water. Not sure what Ghostlake is thinking here. He could have Skyla's garrison inside his docks that we're not looking at. Is that right?
What do you guys want me to look up?
I was thinking Ghostlake has Skyla garrison in his dock until he's ready to fight it, because at the
Nope,
moment it's not
he
looking
doesn't.
he's doing any good on the water. He's wasting Tirums. They're going to the waste.
I think water's just going to be a bit of a stalemate, like I said. Although Avely is trying to win that other side with Siege Boat. Is Ghostlake countering that on the far side? No.
No, he doesn't
Now,
have a dock
water-
left.
Very, very good water eco for... Can you check the fish upgrades, actually, on both players? That's
Right.
sometimes a good indication of their
Λέγε.
plans on water.
Okay, so per sign to Ghostlake. Avely, okay, bronze used right here in the center of the map, right here. Here to quickly check the fish.
Yeah, check the bronze, check the bronze.
Yeah. I'm not sure I like this.
Into you. Anyway.
I would just like to ask the editors of the channel, Kev or Mark, if you're able to edit the stream title,
Into you.
that'd be greatly appreciated. I'll type in the title that should be there.
Yeah, live streaming PK AoT Tournament 3 record games.
Okay, so we've seen a defensive AE and a wasted bronze, so to speak.
Yeah, Avely has more civilian
I
units
think
right
Ghostlake
now.
is going to struggle for gold mines if Avely plays this correctly. And Ghostlake will be chewing up a lot more gold with the Hippocons. Now that's a very, very unusual TC position on Anatolia, I want to notice. They are not normally in the middle that secure gold mines. TCs are normally to the left or the right of the centre, so
Yeah, right. but
Avely picking up
the
that
other
town
thing I've
centre is going to
noticed
make...
is on Anatolia, the gold mines are usually on underneath the elevation, and then the TCs are on
Yes.
the hills.
Yes, so normally the gold mines are just sort of spread in the middle. If you took the map and took like a central strip down it from TC to TC, gold mines are normally situated in that, and then if you took another strip going the other diagonal, you normally find the two middle TCs in that diagonal somewhere. Normally the TCs do spawn on the outside, but this one in the middle, securing the gold mines is quite very good position.
Yeah, I do want to mention here that in Age of Mythology, it's not well a known fact or anything like that, but there's an elevation bonus actually in Age of Mythology.
Yes, 1.5 times,
that's
isn't
old
it?
news. That's old news, right? Like that's the same in Age of
Well,
Empires too.
I do want to mention to the viewers watching the stream that there is an elevation bonus like Age of Empires 2 and Age of Empires 3. They all have elevation bonus on hills, which is 1.5. That's correct.
So if you're building buildings on hills, like that Migdal right there is partially on the elevation, that's pretty good.
Absolutely, and it's huge. 50% is huge. So those gold mines are under the cliff, as you guys mentioned earlier, and so if you were to build buildings right behind that cliff, that could really be very devastating for the red player.
Well, is it accurate to describe that elevation bonus as like a free crenellations?
Not necessarily, because crenellations improves the track rating of the towers and arrows. It also provides a bonus, and it does not give an attack bonus to regular units.
Right. But I mean, in a game like this for Zeus players, he's making a lot of Hippocon.
It can be considered as a tower upgrade.
Yeah.
So I really like the second Migdol from Avely. It is putting a lot of pressure on Ghostlake's to claim a
absolutely.
third town centre, and it
Not to
also
mention
secures a
3 gold
couple more
mines.
mines.
3 gold mines.
But
Yeah.
also, you definitely need that double Migdol up because, especially after about 12 minutes in the game, one Migdol isn't going to be enough production for many stables or archery ranges.
I'll be really interested to know if he did have correlations on his towers and migdals.
He does. Not only that, but he also has arrows of the Alphar. So Avely's got crenellations and plus 2.4 pierce. Plus elevation.
Very, okay, very good. So that attack range of buildings, that's actually 20% to all building pierce attack.
Look at these Hibik can just die to Elephants and the Migdal fire. And now Avely's going for the TC. Like, Avely's in great shape here.
I have a question, Jollyman. Why is that Migdal not having a range attack if he hasn't researched a boiling point?
He has research wing oil, hasn't he?
No, negative.
Check the towers. Brown?
That's very, very interesting. His Migdal is not having a range attack, and he hasn't researched boiling point.
Boiling
What's
oil.
your opinion on that?
Does the relic cause that, or?
No, the relic does not cause that, and we saw that last game. Could it be a glitch with Avely's game?
It must be. It can't be anything else. Actually, a thing about boiling oil is I don't even like the tech because
It's a
boiling
negative.
oil
It's a
does
negative
less
impact.
damage. Does less damage than the arrows,
Yeah.
and a tower or a migdal will always attack the closest unit. So if
Now-
you're spamming a few towers and migdals, they're always going to be using a lower attack.
And for our AoE2 viewers, boiling oil is similar to murder holes, which
Right.
is attacking the units on the building.
So, just to be clear, boiling oil reduces minimum range problem. Or cancels that out. But
Right.
at the same time, you're saying that if you're underneath a Migdal, you're taking less damage? Because that would be different from H2. In H2, those arrows, like, it made no difference whether you were underneath.
Clown, if you don't mind, while you're in that game, can you make me host of that Booby room?
Sure, just a sec.
The towers on hills do more damage to all units on a lower elevation by 50%. Units and buildings on that same elevation don't have any bonus. Whereas a tower or unit on a lower elevation has a negative bonus versus towers on a higher elevation. In a sense that the higher elevation building has a 50% bonus.
So, for Avely to build 2 Migdals in really, really nice position, elevation-wise, that's awesome.
Yeah, very good positioning with the Migdals. And he's building a third monument because his second monument wasn't in a good position. We could be expecting Toth for Avely with that third monument. Because to go Toth, you will need a third monument to support the upgrades that Toth has, including Book of Toth and
Elephants.
the elephant upgrades. I think
And
the
faster production.
Tusk and faster production. That's right. Valley of the Kings. I think I remember correctly.
So I'm looking at this, and Avely's at pop 168, 172. So, oh wow, so 18 minutes, 4-1 TCs. And he's full pop, 4 TCs.
Yes,
Whereas, Ghostlake is at pop 100.
is clearly doing an absolutely phenomenal job here. Ghostlake does not have much of a chance, and it's not a matter that Ghostlake is getting outplayed. It's really ISIS does just very well on this map.
Wow, look at this. Avely's going for 5 TCs. And fortified TC. So we're going to have 5-1 TC? Are you kidding?
Yeah, as I mentioned, ISIS. This is ISIS' best map
Wow.
by a good mile.
And also, Avely has total control of both water. While all that stuff was going on land, he finished off the water.
Yeah.
So Avely, this game is as good as done. As a matter of fact, Ghostlake is about to resign, if you look at the green thing. So. How much pop is it if ISIS player has fortified TCs and 5 TCs?
196, isn't it? Oh no, that's for 4 TCs.
How about 5
Dude,
TCs?
he's gonna be over 200 population with 5 town centers, well over.
What's the ISIS bonus again? 215.
Town centers have more population by 3. Every town center has 3 more population.
Okay, so
So 18 pop, 23.
wow, he's max pop 215 at 19 minutes. Avely is. GG. Wow, that's just really impressive.
Yeah, very well done by Avely on this map. Mix of camels and chariots. I was expecting him to go mythic, but looked like he wanted to stay aggressive on that part.
Ceasefire, resignation. GG, 1922.
Yeah, anything could have happened here. I mean, Avely could have went mythic, he could have stayed in heroic. You know, many things could have worked at that point.